everyone, welcome back to another episode of Gold Prospecting at Home. This is episode number 69, and before we get started, I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of my YouTube subscribers, all of my patrons over on Patreon that help me make these videos and afford to buy these pay dirts, and of course my handful of decoys around the United States that I use as a third party to purchase these pay dirts. That way the vendor doesn't know that they're shipping their product to a YouTube, pay dirt reviewer. So today we're going to be taking a look at a product from, let me zoom in a bit. This stuff comes from a company called Your Golden Opportunity Corporation in Grand Junction, Colorado. So when I purchased this stuff, I was kind of under the impression that it was like a vintage gold panning kit. So I purchased this stuff on eBay, thinking that it was some kind of a vintage item. But after the fact, I realized you can buy it at Walmart, you can actually get it on Amazon, and you can see the prices vary a little bit. This one's like $27, $25 from Walmart, and I paid $25 free shipping from eBay. But if you take a look at the description, here it says this old kit seems to be from the 1970s, the best we can tell. It tells you, information on what's in the package. I just figured it would be a pretty fun, interesting item to pan through. In case you guys wanted to purchase it, you'd know what you're getting yourself into. Let's take this thing out to the panning station. We'll open it up and we'll see what we get. So when this package arrived in the mail, the first thing I noticed was this thing can't be from the 1970s or whatever they claimed it might be from. Just because the way that the packaging is. This is all like modern packaging. There's no little creases, there's no signs of aging. This plastic here would have been, demolished over, 30 or 40 years, sitting anywhere. So let's go ahead and open it up and we'll see what's actually in it. I thought the description was a little deceiving. What is this? It's like taped down to the pan, leaving all kind of residue. Did I break it? What is this? Little treasure chest? I don't know. Looks like it comes with a little brush here for moving your small gold around. There's a modern card in here. Obviously this stuff is not from the 70s. Comes with a little pan. Of course there's some residue stuck on there from this double-sided tape they decided to put in there. That was a dumb idea. Before we can use this pan, we have to clean this off and we have to season the pan to make sure that there's little grooves and ridges in it. Otherwise all your gold will just, as you're panning, your gold will slide right off of that. One really cheap and easy way to season your pan is just take a handful of pebbles and put them in there and scratch up your pan real good. I have a little bit of steel wool. I'm just going to go ahead and hit this up with steel wool. That'll put some small microscopic grooves in there. I'm actually not even going to use this pan. This annoys me. I'm just going to use my old pan. And here's our small amount of pay dirt from the Real 49er Gold Panning Kit. Let's take a look at it in the pan. Nice. Alright, let's open this thing up. There's a little vial as well to keep your gold in. And it looks like it's just taped shut. And it looks like play sand from Home Depot or something. I am not expecting too much from this. Yeah, it's just like, it's play sand. I bet there's like 2 or 3 little flakes of gold just dropped in there so you get a little bit of gold. Alright, so there's only a small amount here. Let's bring Crusty Rusty over. Let's add some water and some surfactant. That'll break the surface tension of the water to keep the very small gold from floating away. Alright, this shouldn't take very long. It's going to be pretty quick actually. So far it feels like I'm panning down play sand. Remember, this thing was $25. I want you guys to let me know in the comments if you think it's a wise decision to buy pay dirt as an investment. Personally, I would never do that. Always buy bullion or numismatic gold coins if you're going to invest in gold. Never invest in pay dirt. The only way to make money with pay dirt is by selling it yourself. Alright, so we're getting down to the end, dude. I don't even see any black sand yet. I thought I would find some black sand by now. But there's nothing yet. There's a couple flakes of gold in there. Now, is it $25 worth of gold? I could have told you before we even started. Absolutely not. That's pretty much what I expected. You know, I've seen these gimmick products before. They give you a couple little flakes of gold. The money that you're paying is going into the packaging. That's pretty much it, and into the seller's pockets. So that's what it looks like. I'll pan down. There's a small amount of black sand. Let's take this up to the scale. We'll dry it out, we'll weigh it up, and we'll get a value on it. Alright, man, 0.032 grams of gold. Now, it's probably in reality about 18 karat, but we're going to leave it at 24 karat because you can actually sell this natural placer gold for 24 karat value to most pay dirt companies and stuff, but it's still only going to be like a buck or two. Yeah, $1.63. So I mean, that is terrible. So let's go ahead and get an ROI on this stuff. $1.63 is what percent of, I paid $24.95 on eBay, free shipping, calculate 6.5 return on investment. So that's gotta be one of the worst I've ever done. I mean, obviously this stuff is like, it's a gimmick, you know, it's a gimmick product. Even the description is deceiving. In my opinion, this is the kind of thing that, you know, somebody that doesn't know anything about panning for gold would buy it for a gift or something for their grandkids or for themselves or something, and they would pan it out and they'd get a little tiny bit of gold. And in my opinion, this is the kind of thing that kind of ruins the hobby. You'd be like super disappointed with that, especially if you weighed it up like I did and get a value on it, and then at that point you realize, oh, I paid $25 for $1 worth of gold. Now, is it good practice for the real thing? I mean, honestly, dude, this pan of gold that I got here is more than I would get in one pan out on the river here in Colorado. However, out here in Colorado, I only get really, really tiny flour gold, which is much more difficult to pan than this. There was no black sand in here. Black sand makes a pay dirt more challenging. This is kind of just like play sand with a couple flakes of gold added into it, kind of what I expected. So if you guys are interested in learning about other products like this, however, much better ones. A lot of people ask, what pay dirt should I buy? Check out my playlist here. There's a whole bunch of them. And in the description of each video, I lay out the return on investment for each one, how much I paid for them, how much gold I get back and everything. So definitely check those out. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.